Hello, my name is Ashley. Today I'm going to prepare you guava candy. This is my guava tree over here. You will see such a beautiful fruits. So we're going to pick them up and we're going to go inside to make guava candy. I picked up some over here. They are falling from the tree, so I'm going to pick some more and we're going to go and prepare. We're going to wash, we're going to start to work. All right. Alright, now that I picked up from the trees, we're gonna make very delicious candy. First I want to show you that everybody knows it. You will cut both sides before we start. We wash them good, we cut both sides, we cut in the middle like this way, and we take the little spoon and we take the inside the seeds out to make it easier for later. So we don't want to strain it after we cook it. So we would take a spoon and just go around like this and it'll come, or you can just by squeezing it, it comes out. But later on just make sure that all the seeds are out so it will be nice and clean. So which I did over here, and I separate them. I took all the seeds out and I prepared. And what you do is when you take the seeds out, let's put this away a little bit. While you take the seeds out, put in a strainer, and with the spatula, when you squeeze like this, already all the liquid comes, and then you can see the pulp outside. Tap your spatula because you don't want any seeds in your liquid. So with the spatula, just go and clean it like this. Of course, it's gonna drip and it's gonna make all the liquid will come out, which I already did, and here's the liquid. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the pan on a fire, on a stove, and I'm going to do it very little with a little liquid, not all of it yet, because later on the guava, it leaves its own liquid already. I'm going to cover it and I'm going to steam it with very little liquid just to start. And then once it's ready, I'm going to go with the blender. And I'll be back and I'm going to show you how. Alright, over here I want to show you it's already cooked, steamed, and very low heat. And now I'm going to put it in a blender and I'm going to puree that. Alright, now that I made a puree, again I'm going to go with the strainer to make sure that there's no seeds in it. Okay, we're going to empty this and I'm sure it will be okay. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure that it just goes very easy, nice and clean, without seeds. Oops. I think this is about like 4 cups it is. I didn't measure it, but I will measure it to make sure. Alright, now that we made the puree, I strain it so I can take all the seeds out. Now I'm going to measure it and we're going to make the candy. So I'm going to measure with the cup and let's see how much we're going to do. This is 1. This is 2. For every cup I'm going to put maybe 3/4 of sugar. I can put 1 cup, but I'm going to make it 3/4 because it's going to dissolve, it's going to evaporate, and I don't want that to be all sugar. So this is 3 and this is 4. So I'm going to do 4 cups and I'm going to leave about 1 cup. I'm going to try it with honey because sometimes people, they ask me, and I know a lot of people, they don't want to eat sugar. One of them is my daughter-in-law. So, and it's much healthier of course, but this is the candy that it has to be sweet. But I'm going to try, like I said, 1 cup with honey, because this is the honey I have over here, and I have here a lot of juice that from the seeds came out. I'm not going to use it because it's already kind of liquidy, and when I'm going to put the sugar, it's going to be more liquid. So now we have 4 cups over here. We're going to do about kind of like 3/4 cup of sugar. So this is 1. Like you see how empty it is. This is 2, which is, I think it's too much. I'll put 3 cups. That will be good. And maybe we'll put a little bit to make it exactly 3. So we're gonna turn this on. And let me just clean the sugar from the spatula. There you go. I'm gonna mix it, and I'm gonna put on a lower heat to cook a little bit, to melt the sugar, to dissolve. And then I'm gonna add 2 to 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. And then it has to cook until it starts to get dry. Like the pan, it started to collect together. Just like when you make a millefeuille, the eclair, the cream, when you put the egg and you beat, it has to start to touch the edges of the pan. That's how we have to do. Now I'm gonna let this cook a little bit, and we're gonna see how, let me put the time to, but it doesn't matter because it depends how much everybody makes it. So in guavas, you don't have to measure it from the beginning how much we need, because it depends how much puree you have, and that's how you measure your sugar. So we're gonna cook this, and we're gonna cut. And here with I have 1 cup of guava. I'm gonna put about 1 cup of honey. Actually, maybe 3/4 cup of honey. And then we will see. I'm not sure if it's gonna be concentrated, but it's gonna be, I'm sure, a little thicker, heavier. If it didn't work, it will be delicious jam. That's it. It's not gonna be candy, it will be jam. All right, we'll be back. Now I want to show you that almost got pretty much thicker the marmalade, the candy. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and I'm going to cook a little bit more to get much thicker, and then we'll see what will happen. Which I turned it off because I have to mix it all the time. Make sure that you have a long handle and mix it, because when it starts to bubbly, it might jump on your hands. So make sure that lower the flame and always mix, which I was mixing most of the time until the water kind of evaporates. But I'm going to do some more until it gets a little bit more thicker. All right, now the candy is ready. I want to show you over here the way I said that it has to touch the edges, like it has to dry. It's pretty much up. Let's turn this off. I want to bring the camera closer so you can see over here. When you do like this, it's already like separates from each other. And do you see the bottom? It touches. So when you are mixing it, I want to say this is almost an hour it was cooking. So sometimes beginning I wasn't mixing it, but when it started to bubble it, I was mixing all the time. And it took 1 hour to get this position. Now, I want to say that. Now, when we have to put in the pie pan, I'm going to fill it. So what you do, you take a little bit butter and you just rub it to your dish. Just a little bit like this. So when you cut it, so it will separate the candy, you can take it out. Just with your finger. You don't have to put too much. Just very, very little so it doesn't stick on the plate. Make it easier for you to take it out, just like this. All right. Now, in the candy, we're going to put very little butter, like a half a teaspoon. And we're just going to mix it. Just put to be silky. That's it. Here it is already. My timer is ringing, which I put it in an hour. There you go. So you can tell if it's done, like I said, when it separates the jam, when you are your spoon, when you separate them, you'll see how it's separating. So now we're gonna empty this in this dish. You just make sure it's way too hot, not to burn yourself. It smells really delicious. And I did not put food coloring because I don't want anything artificial. It's already, we're eating sugar, it's enough. So I'm gonna spread it like this. I'm gonna get the spatula 1 second. Very quick. There you go. Let's put that there. Already you can see how already became dry. It's going to be very delicious jam, candy. There we go. Just spread it like this. All right. We're going to keep this to get cool, and then we're going to come and see how we did it. So we're going to wait until it gets cooler. All right. All right, now the candy is ready, which I took it off. You have to see it, how beautiful it came. I cut them some squares and some like this. This is really came like a candy. So this is what you do. You put in a cellophane paper like this. It's much harder than the regular one that you buy in the store. It's like real nice, delicious candy it is. Only thing I want to say that when I made it, it came first time softer, so I added a little bit more lemon and 1 cup sugar. I put them back together and cooked a little bit, and this is how it came. First time it was softer, second time it came much better. So I hope you'll enjoy it. This is the way you offer your guests, and I hope you try, you succeed. It's a lot of work. You have to twist, turn it, and this is the way you'll enjoy it. I want to say it's very delicious. Thank you for watching. And if you like it, please like and subscribe my channel, and I thank you again. Bye-bye. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this channel. I want to thank to all my patrons on patreon.com for their support to make my channel possible. Thank you.